Good day, guys. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, I have jump 100 index. So, without wasting any more time, make sure that you subscribe, like, do all those things, share the videos, and hopefully by the end of this video, you're gonna have an understanding on what to do with jump 100 index this week or today. Whenever you watch this, let's get right into the video. So as always, I'm on the 1 hour time frame here. So this, I want to keep this short. So zoom out at least. Well, first of all, you have to make sure your chart is clean, everything is smooth, all right? And I'm using Deriv, as the broker that I trade whenever I'm trading these volatilities or jump index, like all the synthetics indexes, I use Deriv. That's the broker that I use. This is not in any way a promotion. I'm just being transparent. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Make sure that you restart your chart as I've already done that. Zoom out at least 3 to 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then here, in order for you to, for your things to be easy, just mark the highest point that you see here on your chart, which for me is this one. And also mark the lowest point, which is this. Then from here, start from the left going to the right, right? So when you start here, this is your left side here. You can see that the price is starting here, going all the way to the right, and it's ending here. So automatically, it tells me that this is a bearish market structure. Then the next step here would be for you guys to trace, okay? And when you're tracing this, you have to highlight the most obvious highs and lows, which in this case, since this it shows a series of lower lows and low highs, you're going to be highlighting those, right? So from here, I want to highlight the one that broke this one here, which means obviously we're going to be coming here, then we come here, then we have this, this, then finally we get there. Okay, you guys. So with this, right, now you know for sure that this is a bearish market structure. You're fine with that. The next step here is because since we have many lower highs and lower lows, you have to focus on the most recent lower high and lower low. Why? So that you can be able to adapt to the current price. Because at the end of the day, what you really want, obviously, here, guys, is to focus on the trade where the price is at. You don't want to trade like somewhere here. If we are gonna get here, you have to start where the price is at. So the next step here is for us to actually highlight the most recent what do you call this, lower high and lower low. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna be using my box here. Okay, so like I said, from the look of things here, the most recent lower high here is this one. Then obviously the most recent lower low is this one here. Okay, and just put it in blue so that everyone can easily follow. All right. So when you have like this, what it means before we even get into details, this blue one here, this is our main structure, which is bearish. What it means, if this lower high here is broken above, like if the price comes and breaks and closes, of course, above here, we gonna look for this to be what we call a trend change. The trend is gonna change from bearish to bullish, right? But if we do get a rejection, we're gonna continue to look for sales and all that stuff. And another point is that you could use this lower high area as an overall TP. For example, if you take your buy from here, this will be your overall TP here. Then vice versa, if you are taking your sales from this point, going all the way here. And then another point, now looking at this lower low, is that you can use it as an overall TP. Obviously, if you take a sell, for example, if you are here, you can look to go overall here. Or if this lower low, rather, if it's broken, it means it's going to give more momentum to the continuation of the main structure here. Okay, so usually after this step, you have to focus between the lower high and the lower low, which you have to trace the price that is within here. I'm talking about something like this, which we normally do, right? So although here from the look of things, I don't think here I think like everything is clear. Okay. Yes, you'd have normally have something like this, but as I was saying, um, I think there's another way which could help us out here. So you know what? Yeah, it's okay. Let's do this. Here you have to highlight this. Okay. I will explain why the reason I'm actually doing that. So the reason the quick takeaway from this is you can simply put this, right? Highlight your inside structure, which is the red one here, which is also a bearish and inside structure, okay? Which means it's matching with the main structure here. So what it would mean in terms of the small structure, if we get a break above here, you would have to look for buys temporarily, obviously coming here, which goes back to the thing that I said, this would be your overall TP area. Okay, you'd have to look for your buys up until that point until you get a confirmation to further continue your buys to the upside, all that stuff. So okay, so a proper way which you can put this support and resistance here, which represent the inside structure lower high there, would be something or somehow something like this. If you come here, you have a reaction here, a reaction, which makes it a very strong and valid area of support and resistance. Okay. Then another point that I would like to add is the trend lines, right? With the trend lines, for me, I like to keep them fresh, meaning that we could have something like this: first touch, second touch, then extend here. Then you could try to maybe come upon here, but as you can see that here we have it's more like the price has already passed on to here, but then you can also put this one this way. Okay, first touch from there, and then the second touch could be here. Although this one is as you can see, it's more like it's self-explanatory because here we have that first touch. Okay, first touch, second touch, then that third touch here, which is you could either expect a buy or a sell, which is you can expect a rejection or um for the price to find support, which is currently like right now what is happening is I think we might be having some sort of a support, although like we cannot really conclude into like what is like happening right now. Okay, so you guys, let's go remove this red one here so that you can follow these things easily. So okay, so here I say this is the dead touch area. You could either expect a support or a rejection. So in this case, no, you could either expect support, right? Which is in this case would be the same as rejection. You could either expect a support or a continuation to the downside, right? So the best way you could go about this, you guys, is uh looking to go about this. Remember, for here, you guys, I hope I'm making sense. Remember, like I said, for you to look for your overall buys, you have to wait until you get a break here properly. All right. Yes, here you could get some pullbacks, the price pushing all the way somewhere up on here. Then if you're following your trend line also, it means you'll be also going for that third touch of your trend line. Okay, which, like I'm saying, the best way, right? As I always say, make sure you follow your trend. Just look for sales. Okay. If the market comes here and it rejects this support and resistance here, remember also rejecting that lower high of the inside structure here. Just rewind the video, and then it could happen to get the rejection here, or we could also get this rejection here. Okay, the price could manage to break above here, but then it could come and fail to break above this one, which is the main one that you're looking to focus on anyway. So you could have something like this. All right, like I'm saying, the best thing to go, or the best approach, let the market come to you guys. Okay, do not chase it. Right, the only time you should look for buys is if the market comes above here. All right. That's where you could have the full confidence of looking for your buys and all that stuff. So here and then in terms of like if we get a break, like below here, where are we gonna go next to? I've never really showed you guys on how I actually find out about this, but your most or like more like your next nearest low, which I don't think is really a secret, but yeah, this is how we do it. And then you could do this, right? Or you could like use your daily time frame. It can help you out with this such that if you do get a break below there, let's just go back to the 1 hour. Okay, let's go back to the 1 hour. So what I'm saying here is that like this, if we do get a break below this one, the black one here, which is of course our lower high, I mean our lower low for now, you could expect the price to keep pushing all the way probably to this next levels here. Okay, not saying it's gonna happen that way, but this is you preparing. Remember, whenever you're trading, you have to have a trading plan, and I prefer that you have a trading plan that you know you are at the neutral level rather than to be biased. Okay, like prepare yourself for anything to happen. Like I'm saying, right? If the market happens to reject here or even happens to, it's possible it might not even get all the way there. It could just continue breaking here. So the best way would be if you get a break below here, you continue with the market going to the downside, or as I said, if the market comes all the way here and rejects here, then you know what to do. Look for your sells. If it continues with the buys, just ignore that. Then you can look to take your buys properly if you get a break above here, right? For those who know how to trade the pullbacks, yes, you can trade if, like, for instance, like now, if you have the full confidence and your confirmations that this is going to be a proper entry buy, you could get your buys from here to here, okay? But my advice, guys, follow the trend, right? Less mistakes and everything will be fine. So I hope that you guys have learned something here. This is Jump 100 Index and has been informative, you know. So make sure you give us a like, you subscribe, you know, you share, comment. Again, guys, I repeat, make sure that you comment on the video that you would like to see next, okay? That way is going to be much easier to, you know, give you the analysis on what you guys want to see, all right? So make sure you also follow us on our Twitter page. That's where we're mostly active. So if like you want insight on Bitcoin also, that's where we actually give out like some weekly update there, okay? So anyway, this is it for me, guys. I will see you on another video.